Hey everybody, this is Kara with Follow Your Arrow Tarot, and I'm back with another intuitive and tarot card reading for the sign of Aquarius for May 2019. If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, thank you for your love and support and for coming back. I do have a few channel announcements, so if you are returning and you've already heard the announcements, feel free to fast forward or check in the description box below if anything has changed. So the first announcement, if you are new, I do post my Zodiac readings in order by views from the previous month. So for example, I'm finishing up my May videos based on my April views. So looking here, the top 3 for April were Leo, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. And if I go down the list, Aquarius, number 11th, you had 73 views on your April video. That's why I'm posting your video almost last for the month of May. If you would like to see your zodiac sign be published and created earlier in the month, please make sure you hit that share button and share this Aquarian video with other Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascending, and Venus, or any people you know who cross-watch for Aquarius, or just share it to just share it. That would be greatly appreciated. The next channel announcement, I do have a contest currently going on as I'm trying to expand my channel and provide messages from Spirit to more people. It's just a goal of mine. So every 100 subscribers, I do post a special video and I do pull names out of the Buddha head and announce those in those special videos. So 2 ways to enter the contest is 1, hit that subscribe button. That gets you 1 entry into the contest. Another way to increase your chances is by leaving a positive and thoughtful comment on any of my channel videos. Each comment gets you an entry. So for example, if you leave 5 positive, thoughtful comments on 5 separate videos, that would give you 5 entries and increase your chances of winning. So more information about that's in the description box below. I also have a May special that's winding down. It was Mother's Day this month, so it's a buy one, get one free 1-hour reading. So the thought behind that was if you buy a reading for yourself, you can give one to mom for free or to a special woman in your life, or anyone who's special in your life, or you can just have 2 for yourself. So all the information is in the description box below, along with my social media. So follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Follow Your Arrow Tarot. And again, all that information is in the description box below. For those of you who don't know, I do start out my readings with an intuitive channeled reading from Spirit. I also give you some information regarding your planetary alignments for that month, and then I go into the tarot card reading. So if you're not one that appreciates channeled messages or information regarding your planets, feel free to fast forward and feel free to timestamp my video. All right, so here we go. Aquarius, month of May. So when I was channeling your sign, okay, I kept seeing a wolf, okay? I'm not sure if that's your totem animal or your spirit animal, but every time I was connecting with your sign and trying to move forward, I just kept being brought back to this wolf. I feel as though you're wanting to have success in all aspects of your life, but what Spirit's guiding me to see is that the success that you really need to be striving for is a success that comes from within. You need to seek this within yourself. I do feel there's this like push and pull, and you can be definitely affected by the lunar cycles. Today is a full moon in Scorpio, so I do feel it's going to be a very intense day for Aquarians in general. But I do feel as of late, the lunar cycles are very much affecting you. And I do feel like there's, again, this push and pull of this spiritual aspect of Aquarius, but also this primitive aspect of yourself, kind of almost like the wild versus, civilization. And you're fighting with that within yourself of being free and wild, but also spiritual and grounded at the same time. And so I see this wolf kind of, going on this journey, but feeling confused in a sense. I think for some Aquarius, you're struggling to comprehend, excuse me, let me try that again. For some Aquarians, you're struggling to comprehend your own depths, really who you are at a very molecular level, if you will. And as an Aquarius, you will appreciate that because I do feel a lot of you appreciate like science and evolution. So you want to understand things on that small of a level. You're trying to figure out your unconscious process. You know, sometimes things pop into your mind and you don't quite understand why, but you're trying to figure out and discern what spirit or your guides are communicating with you. And sometimes that's hard if you're a very practical Aquarius, where you want evidence, you know, you like science, or you like things that can be proven. And I feel a lot of you, especially with these lunar cycles, are getting downloads of lots of information that you just are having a difficult time handling. I think for some of you Aquarians too, there's a lot of internal and emotional wounds that you are trying to heal. And for some of you Aquarians, I feel that don't want to deal with it, and they keep resurfacing. So there's a lot of inner work to be had for you. When I was connecting with your sign, I did see a wolf, and I kind of felt like there's this one scenario where he's like, the wolf is roaring, you know, and I don't know if it's an excitement or to say your piece, but almost to the wolves in the pack. And I kind of saw the looks on their face of like they were hurt or taken aback by it, and they all kind of looked at each other and left. And then you kind of just stood there for a good like 5 minutes, and at first you were like, okay, I feel that went well. And then after a minute or two, when you were lonely and realized they had left, you were kind of like, oh crap, now I'm a pack of one. And I kept seeing this phrase, like it was almost like you would close your eyes, and then I was like in the dark, and I kept seeing this phrase of close your eyes to see. So I'm not sure. I believe what Spirit's trying to tell you is that not everything you see with your eye is really what it is. I think it's Spirit saying you need to close your eyes to see, meaning you need to close your eyes and go within and actually feel the energy, actually feel the situation, feel your emotions and the emotions of the other people to really get the truth of the situation, because you see it one way with your naked eye, but really it's actually a lot deeper than that. So definitely lots of inner work going on for Aquarius this month. I definitely feel like for a lot of you, your self-expression is super important to you, and that's where that roar of you like howling at them came from. I really feel like you have this truth. You want to be heard, you want to be understood, but the way you're communicating it is almost like a fire energy in a sense. You're just throwing it out there, and it's kind of, it's, you know, hitting and coming back to you. People don't know how to absorb that from you. And maybe it's a different side of you that they haven't seen, and it's a little intimidating. So I kind of see for the rest of the month for you as this wolf kind of doing this almost hermit type energy journey by himself, within and experiencing and feeling for the first time. So those are kind of like your channeled messages. I do feel a lot of this is connected to your home and your family, because when I think of wolves, I think of the pack. That's your tribe, you know, that's your family, your loved ones. And so I do feel there could be some concerns in your home and family life, possibly in your intimate relationships, where you and other people are questioning. And I think it's the truth of the matter. People are wanting to communicate and speak their truth. And it's not, the communication is coming across abrupt and quick, and there's really no deep conversations being had. It's almost just short yellings. You know what I'm saying? That's so funny. And then all the dogs are howling outside. So there you go. Channeled messages. Regarding your planetary alignments, Aquarius, for the month of May. The beginning of the month, the 1st through the 3rd, Mercury was in Aries, which is a fire sign in your 3rd house of mind and communication. So like I said, you're going to have intense mental energy, and you're going to be channeling your higher self and your beliefs and your values, and wanting to speak that out in a very fiery type of fashion. You're questioning your life direction and what that may look like and what that is. And I think other people are questioning your life direction and your choices too. And that could be actually putting a thorn in your paw. I don't think you like when people challenge your decisions. But I think that you should, for a second, listen to other people's perspectives, even if you know you don't want to accept what they say, but at least see their perspective of how they're viewing you and seeing you. Because I think sometimes, as of late, you're not quite fully aware of just how much you are affecting those around you. Okay, so pay attention to what other people say. Doesn't mean you have to follow their advice. Okay, but just listen to it, reflect on it. Okay, and ask yourself questions. You know, is what they're saying somewhat true, or could I learn something from this? On the 4th of the month, we have the new moon in Taurus, which is an earth sign in your 4th house of home and family. So there are some things going on with home and family, but it's very slow to progress. There could be some issues regarding feelings in your domestic life, I think in your relationships. I do think for right now, a lot of Aquarians are on this. You could be a single Aquarius, or there's like a pause within the relationship, and I feel it's really you trying to figure out your commitments and where your loyalty and your love lies. But I also feel like for both you and your partner, I think you guys are both in this crux of figuring out yourselves and how yourselves come together and how they can blend and be one. I think you're finding it with your partner or the situation. It's hard. They're having a hard time piecing the puzzles together and blending them together. It's almost as if going back to this wolf pack is that, someone has to assert their dominance and someone has to be the alpha male or female of the pack. And I think there's a battle of power where multiple people are wanting to be the head of the pack, but really in that aspect, there's only really room for one, and that's the problem. The 6th through the 10th, Venus is in Aries, again, a fire sign in your 3rd house of communication. So lots of fiery, quick, unexpected energy and communication. And what I hear Spirit saying is actually asking yourself what it feels like to be in this situation versus what you know it to be like. I feel like sometimes you may have a tendency to automatically judge the person and their perspective in the situation because you know what they've said in the past, or you know how they react in the past. But give people the benefit of being able to change, especially in their opinions. So what I hear Spirit saying is, instead of, because you are an air sign going with the mind and the truth of the matter, now it's time to kind of dive into your cups and your emotions and actually feel what you're feeling, feel about the situation, the aura of the situation, the problems or their concerns, and also kind of connect with the feelings of the other person, okay? The middle of the month, the 10th through the 15th, the sun was in Taurus, an earth sign in your 4th house, again, of home and family. So I definitely feel like there's some karmatic roots here. There's some karmatic lessons to be learned, karmatic ties to be lost. Definitely. You could definitely be in a karmatic relationship where the purpose of you two being together is to learn a lesson or lessons in regards to and to love and intimacy and power and working together as two whole people, not two separate people coming together. Today is the 18th of May. It is a full moon in Scorpio. So today is going to be a very transformative period for you, Aquarius, definitely when it comes to your inner process and your inner work, but along with your romantic relationships. The end of the month, the 29th through the 30th, Mercury will be in Gemini, again, another air sign. And there's going to be a lot of things coming up regarding your communication patterns, how you communicate with others, how they communicate with you. And you're going to be more adept to concentrating on your emotional health because Mercury's in Gemini in your 5th house. So there's much growth here at the end of the month. You're going to get much more needed emotional and mental support, possibly from the situation or your partner. And at the end of the month, Spirit's just telling you to be reflective and see the whole picture, put it together, okay, and really think about it. So going on this journey as a lone wolf for a minute, this mini adventure is going to be key because I think there's going to be a lot of self-discovery for you Aquarians for the month of May. All right, so there you have it. There's your intuitive channeled messages and your planetary information, Aquarius, for the month of May. Let's get into your tarot reading for this month and see if any of those messages pop up. Spirit, what messages do you have for Aquarius for the month of May 2019? Spirit, what messages do you have for Aquarius for the month of May? Let's see here. What's the overall energy for Aquarius? That was quick. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So I definitely am getting the overall energy is that you are separating yourself from the pack. You don't want to be a team player right now. You don't want to hear other people's perspectives or advice. You kind of want to go your own way. Kind of like that song, Go Your Own Way. I think it's by Journey. Yeah, you have slowly separated yourself from your friends, your family, your significant other. You know, and I think it's just a time for a pause in the situation, because I think both parties need to get clarity on their own and to try to come back together and try to start again. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling. Spirit, what messages do you have for Aquarius for the month of May? Yeah, the moon. Here we go. And we have a full moon today. So Aquarius, the full moon is going to be very intense, very powerful for you. Definitely water energy here with emotions. You could definitely be dealing with your shadow self, or your partner could be dealing with their shadow self. There could be some secrets. There could be some things that have been unsaid that need to really come to light. And I feel like a lot of this is just like communication, you know, not wanting to open up regarding the situation or to each other, feeling vulnerable, a lot of internal and emotional wounds, possibly from the past, are resurfacing, very karmatic type ties that are really needing to surface and be dealt with. And right now I kind of feel like Aquarius is a little bit avoiding it because the feelings are so intense that you don't want to feel it. You know what I mean? So yeah, some intense energy here for you. What other messages do we have for Aquarius for the month of May? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. You're taking a break from almost everything, it feels like. Definitely taking a break from work. Okay. Yeah, so you're not being really productive at this point in time. Maybe you're on a vacation. Maybe you took a sabbatical. Maybe you just lost a job or just lost a project that you were working on. Or maybe you've lost some motivation. This is Earth energy in reverse. So you could also be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. But something has stopped here. You don't want to progress. You don't want to work at it. So maybe the situation with this other person, you're kind of at a stalemate where you don't want to work on it or talk about it right now. You actually just you need some time to deal with this inner turmoil that's going on with you, because you're really trying to figure it out. And look at this. The wolf, you know, howling at the moon. Okay, yeah. Definitely. You're on this very spiritual self journey right now. And unfortunately, you kind of have to do it alone. You have to separate yourself from the pack. And I really don't see that you're wanting to work on this at this point in time. What other messages do we have for Aquarius for the month of May? Messages for Aquarius for the month of May. So the Knight of Wands in reverse, you could be dealing with a fire sign, a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. This is definitely the other person's energy, so I don't see them coming in either. I don't see that they're wanting to work on it. I feel as though they see and feel that the passion's dying out. Almost kind of like when I channeled the wolf and you were howling and then the pack left. I feel like they quit fighting back too, and they left. And it was unexpected, but I don't see them coming back in towards you, because I think that they also know that you have quit. So looking at this Eight of Pentacles and this Knight of Wands in reverse, there's no action being taken. There's no movement. It's actually just stopped. It's almost like there's just a pause and everything's just on mute and silent. And I think that is happening so you can hear better, because remember, Spirit said close your eyes to see. And I think that there's so much other distractions that you need everything to stop for a minute so you can actually think through it. Okay, I didn't have to say anything. Yeah, so again, we have some fire energy here, so you could definitely be dealing with an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. Fire energy, Emperor. Yeah, there's some power struggle going on here remember I was talking about the pact. There can only be one leader. There can only be one emperor. And I think that that's the main battle in the situation or relationship is who's going to get the throne. Maybe you're a Game of Thrones fan. I don't know. I think the last episode's coming, right? You know, who's going to get the Iron Throne? And I think that that's what the situation kind of is about is, you know, who at the end is going to be victorious and who's going to have the power in the relationship. But ultimately, that's kind of like, it's kind of pointless to say who's going to have the throne in the end, because both people are going to, in the end, like, no one wins. Someone's always going to lose if one person has all the power in the relationship. And I think in the past, both of you felt very defeated by each other. Both of you felt a lack of emotional support and things being said that hurt, right? Feeling stabbed in the back. But with the Ten of Swords being in the reverse, this is your energy, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. You're wanting to come out of that feeling of being torn down, you know, being hurt by words and communication. And I think that's why you've taken a pause and you're not putting any work into this situation or this partnership, because of how this person's potentially made you feel in the past. But I think a lot of it is due to things not being said, some inner wounds, maybe some positive secrets in the relationship, and a power struggle. I think it's twofold. What other messages do you have for Aquarius for the month of May? Yeah, Ace of Cups in the reverse. I don't see an offer of love at this moment in time. I don't see a new beginning in love, so I don't think that you are looking for love or needing to look for a new relationship at this time. I think a lot of this is like self-healing, taking a break and a pause. And I don't see either one of you, you know, rekindling this connection. Actually, a lot of the emotion's been drained. And I think that you or the other person or both of you are feeling a little hopeless in this situation. It could be a lot of tears shed over this. I think the emotions, especially by the full moon, are very heightened. And I do feel like there's a lot of emotion. So there could be some definitely tears over the situation, because ultimately I don't think either of you want to be going through this. But I think karma is playing a part in this and making you guys learn a lesson of some sort. What is the final outcome for Aquarius for the month of May? Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, with both these cups, this is water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But neither one of you are making an offering of love to each other. No messages are coming in at this time. You're definitely in a no talking situation. And again, this is a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aquarius. So if this does not resonate with you, this could not be a message for you. But I do feel this person and you aren't yeah, you're definitely not working on it, not sharing the love at this time. And I think it's because both of you need to figure out what each other really wants in the situation. And you're both trying to heal from past hurts that you've both inflicted on each other. But some positivity is the bottom of the deck is the Magician in the upright. So I do feel both of you do have this connection with the divine. And that's what's connected you both together. And you both secretly have all the tools that you need to make the right decision and to make this connection work. It's just about putting in the time in the workshop in yourselves into discovering just how much power you both have in this unity. Okay. All right, let's clarify some of these messages for Aquarius. Spirit, help me clarify the messages on the table for Aquarius for the month of May. Spirit, help me clarify the messages on the table for Aquarius. One more shuffle. Spirit, help me clarify the messages for Aquarius. All right, this Three of Pentacles in reverse. Thank you. Heartache and loss. Yeah. You or they or both of you are tired of the heartache and loss that you both have felt in this situation, this relationship. And so because of that, you guys have kind of shut each other out, shut down the communication, shut down the teamwork. because you both are emotionally exhausted, I feel. Okay. What's this moon card? Rest and rejuvenate. Yeah. It's very, that's why I'm feeling this pause. It's almost like a quiet hush, you know, because both of you need to rest and rejuvenate, especially you, Aquarius. You need to take time out for yourself to just be in your thoughts and be in your heart and feel, so you can process this. Air energy, you tend to be, you know, in the mind and think logically, but I feel like you need to kind of tap into your heart chakra and not what do I need to do? What decisions do I need to make? What did they say? No, feel your way through this problem. And I think you're going to find answers that way. And I think that you're going to also find them not only by being in nature, but this full moon on the 18th, which is today, is really going to help you. Take some time out today to meditate and really feel what this situation feels like. What's this Eight of Pentacles in reverse? What is Aquarius not working on right now? Yeah. Okay. So your third eye is in the upright, is opening. And I think this is a very, I think you could be possibly going through awakening, because awakening is painful and it's hard. And yeah, you could be going through some awakening, or this could be spirit saying you need to connect with your intuition and your third eye. And that's why this feeling, closing your eyes to see, closing your eyes to feel, is very important right now. You're gaining wisdom in this situation. Okay, so yes, it's definitely you're learning lessons right now. The situation's bringing you more wisdom, connecting with your intuition. But I do feel deep down, you or the other person, or both of you, is hopeful that this relationship will come out prosperous and successful. I think you just both know that's going to take a lot of time and hard work. Okay. What's this Knight of Wands in reverse for Aquarius? Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Foundation and achievements. Yeah. There's no action regarding your home and family right now with this individual. It's stopped. So if you guys are going to move in together, or you're talking about, you know, engagement, or talking about having children, that's definitely been put on hold. Your foundation and achievements together aren't in the upright, so there's no action being taken at this moment in time, which isn't such a bad thing. I mean, you know, you don't want to make big decisions, you know, just because you're trying to make something work. It should come in, you know, organically. So don't necessarily look at that as something that's negative. What is this Emperor for Aquarius for the month of May? Emperor for Aquarius. Emotional withdrawal. Yeah, so when I look at this Empress, you know, I don't feel that he's like a cup at all. I don't feel like he feels or leads with his heart. He is very logical and pragmatic, and he's almost kind of like a war god to me. Like, you know, he gets shit done, and he's very hard to beat. Like, this is the person, like, if you're battling somewhere or going to war, yeah, you want this guy on your side. However, if you're wanting, you know, say it's a divine masculine in your relationship, and you're wanting affection and emotional support, with an Emperor, it's very hard to get from. They tend to be emotionally withdrawn. You know, they don't show their emotions very well. It's not to say that they don't have them in there. They just tend to have a poker face and they don't show it. So this could be the other person, the fire sign you're dealing with, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. But if you have fire in your chart, you could also, the situation could have you feeling emotionally withdrawn, and could have you feeling kind of curt towards the other person, where, you know, you're not taking, you don't want to listen to them, you don't want to talk to them, you don't want to progress with them, right? What's this Ten of Swords in reverse for Aquarius? Ten of Swords in reverse. Whoa. Ten of Swords in reverse for Aquarius. Yeah, recognition and reward. I feel as though both of you don't feel valued in the relationship. Most of the things that have been said to each other aren't ones that are positive or reinforcing. And because of that, it makes you, or both of you, you know, your self-esteem, like your head is down. You don't feel you know, gratitude. You don't feel gratitude or appreciated from the other person. What's this Ace of Cups in reverse for Aquarius? Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse for Aquarius. This one. Prosperity begins. Ace of Cups in reverse. So I do feel deep down both of you really want to start new, start fresh, to build again. But I do feel it's very slow going because there's no emotions being made right now into this situation. But I do feel that there is hope. You have hope on the board, and you do have prosperity begins and two hands together. So I think you both feel that this isn't a lost cause for the situation or other person, but it's just not happening now, and it's happening very slowly. And there could be a potential for a new beginning with this individual in the future. It's, of course, free will is in play, so you can both definitely change the situation. What's this Page of Cups in reverse for Aquarius? Yeah, so movement, choices, and decisions are not being made right now. So you are not making action with this person, no movement. You're not making choices or decisions together or about the relationship right now. You're not emotionally invested in the partnership at this time, okay? Let's get some more guidance from Spirit. What lessons does Aquarius need to learn? Or what lessons is Aquarius learning right now for the month of May? What lessons is Aquarius learning for the month of May? One more shuffle. What lessons does Aquarius need to learn for the month of May? Aquarius. Aquarius. There we go. Gratitude, yeah. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So, Aquarius, I think you might be concentrating on the things that you don't have or on the things that aren't working. So, Spirit's advice to you is to actually show gratitude for the things that are working, the things you do have, and maybe definitely in perspective of the relationship. What are you grateful that you have with this relationship? Maybe looking more at the positive than the negative. Instead of looking what the relationship doesn't have at the moment, look at what it did have and what made you want to be in it in the first place. Let's get one more for Aquarius. What's another lesson that Aquarius needs to learn for the month of May? Aquarius. Aquarius. All right, regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Yeah, so I feel like you're hanging on to, it could be past relationship issues, or just this could be a relationship that's been together for a while and it's going through this kind of rut where I feel you're maybe being focused, you're focusing on the things that you regret in the relationship, the things that haven't gone right. But it's Spirit reminding you can't change the past. You need to change the future. So taking some time out to withdraw and to think and to rest and rejuvenate and connect with Spirit and your intuition on how this person or the situation makes you feel, and kind of make your decision that way through your heart chakra instead of your mind, will help bring clarity and answers for the situation. All right, Aquarius, before I let you go, I'm going to pick one more card from the notes from the universe on abundance. So universe, what final message does Aquarius need to hear for the month of May 2019? Universe, what message does Aquarius need to hear for the month of May? One more shuffle. Aquarius. Aquarius. That's a lot of cards. Try it again. One card for Aquarius. One card for Aquarius. Thank you. So I think, Aquarius, you do need to stop and take some time to smell the flowers, and to close your eyes for a second and see with your eyes closed. Feel it, smell it, use your other senses to connect. You know, possessing fabulous wealth creates a lot of responsibilities. Enormous responsibilities. Huge. Something to think about, really. Like for 5 minutes a day in a dark and quiet room, see yourself being really, really responsible with fabulous wealth. I think you're up to it, the universe. So yeah, definitely, like I said, this is definitely a month to, it's a cause for a pause. You need to be by yourself. You need to see things from a different perspective. You need to close your eyes. You need to envision and imagine what you want, what that looks like, what that feels like, so you can manifest it. Definitely, because Spirit's telling you to take 5 minutes a day in a dark and quiet room to see yourself. Okay, but not through your eyes. See yourself through your soul, through your heart. Okay, Aquarius? So I think Spirit has pretty much told you very clear messages today. I do hope these messages from Spirit resonated with you, Aquarius. If they did, please hit that like button and share this video with other Aquarians or Aquarius cross watchers. I would love to hear if this message resonated with you in the comment section below. Don't forget, there's a lot of information in the description box. And Aquarius, I'm sending you patience and knowledge and understanding. And for the most part, I'm sending you love and healing for this situation. And I look forward to seeing you back here next month. And hopefully we can continue this storyline and see how it turns out for you, Aquarius. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your month.